Ah, cool. Somebody put Billy Joel on a jukebox.
Billy Joel? This is Daft Punk.
Daft Punk? What is that? That's not even words. What are you saying? This is Billy Joel. It's Anthony's song, parentheses, moving out.
First of all, it's moving out, parentheses, Anthony's song. And second of all, this is 100% not Billy Joel.
You know, to live with Mr. Cacciatore down on Mulberry Street. And that's all I'm gonna say about those two.
Peter, I'm gonna punch you with this beer mug till I'm holding just the handle.
Guys, calm down. There's one way to solve this. I'll just use my phone. It says Around the World by Daft Punk.
Thank you. God, you idiots are exhausting.
Hey, Cleveland, how'd you do that with your phone?
I'm not an idiot.
Wow, how do I get this on my phone?
You just download it. It's an app.
What's an app?
They're little programs you use on your phone while driving.
Oh, man, apps sound awesome. This is a real game changer. Like the guy who invented wearing a sport jacket with jeans.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I've got to go to church, but I don't have time to change from the rodeo.
Excuse me, I thought you were helping me find a look that'll let me cling to my youth in my 40s.
Brian, I'm in a bind. Joanne was supposed to drive me to the club, but she's having throat surgery. 20 years of menthol slims.
I don't understand anything you just said.
Just drive me to the racket club.
Since when do you belong to a racket club?
You know, I do have a life outside this house. For example, I also write restaurant reviews for the newspaper under the name Hugh Cornwallis.
Hugh Cornwallis? He's like...
Super bitchy, I know. Now, come on, let's go. I love them. They have such an amazing chemistry.
Yeah! Awesome!
Peter, will you keep it down? I'm trying to look at lamps I'll never buy.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sweet.
What are you doing?
Well, I just found out about these things called apps, so that's kind of all I do now. This one's a cool bowling app I got. I'm gonna finish. Just go over there. We're gonna be fine, Lois, you and me.
Well, there you are, Dad. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in days.
Ugh, I went out of town for a little while, but I made the mistake of using this app called Airbnb.
And here's most of a puzzle.
Okay, well, I don't want any of that stuff.
Fine. Well, if the phone rings and we're not around, just take a message.
I'm kind of on vacation.
Oh, and just a heads up, the dog doesn't like men. Now, we serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
I'll skip breakfast.
Everyone eats breakfast.
I'm on vacation.
All the more reason to treat yourself. The house specialty is a half-chewed trout we yanked out of the river with our teeth.
Isn't that for anonymous gay hookups?
No. This one's a way for guys who enjoy sandwiches to connect.
You meatball freak?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do this.
Are you also married?
Don't say apps like you're young.
No, I took it in the shower because I didn't know you could pause a game. Here, Chris, your first cell phone.
Yay! Something my dad held in the bathroom.
You know, Chris, you could probably salvage that phone. If you put it in a bag of uncooked rice, it'll dry out.
Really?
Yeah, and then you can use the rice to pretend someone wanted to marry you.
Holy moly, Marcy Miller. She bought feminine products at my dad's pharmacy, so you know she's up and running. Yeah, I wish I had the guts to talk to her. Talk to her? Chris, no one talks to each other anymore. If you want to get a girl's attention, you text her a picture of your penis. What? Really? Are you sure? Oh, yeah. People who send their daughters to public high schools are basically asking for this.
This is it, Bri. The Quahog Racket Club, where frail old men come to weigh themselves in the nude.
Does that say 84 or 85?
It says 63.
Oh, dear.
How'd you get all those cuts on your butt?
Wow, they allow drinking here at 10:30 in the morning?
Oh, yes, half the bathroom trash is thrown up scrambled eggs.
Well, you found them.
All right. I suppose we can make this work. Like that actress from Rizzoli and Isles and her husband do.
Honey, I thought we could do a little role-playing tonight.
Oh, yeah? What'd you have in mind?
Maybe I could be my character from the show?
Oh, yeah, from the show. Sure. Oh, no, it's the law enforcement woman.
Thank you for coming, Mr. and Mrs. Griffin. We've got a bit of a situation, which is why I've asked Officer Swanson to join us. It appears Chris sent an inappropriate photo of himself to one of his classmates.
That's right. He texted a picture of his peenie.
Oh, my God.
And apparently the girl
Oh, thank God.
he sent it to doesn't like him back, so she turned him in.
Okay, I can see everybody's mad, but...
Child pornography? Joe, that's crazy. He's just a teenager who made a bad choice.
I don't know what to say, but the laws just haven't caught up to how cool kids are now. I'm sorry, but this makes Chris a sex offender.
Oh, my God.
Huh. Well, I'm not about to make a Batman exit right now, but has that thing always been over there?
Good afternoon, I'm Tom Tucker.
Today we bring you a disturbing case of child pornography. Local teenage scumbag Chris Griffin, whose name will be omitted here, was caught sending quote-unquote graphic selfies of his hog, not sure where that quote is from, to another underage student. Coming up next, teleprompter guy puts the period in a weird place.
Can't I just go on the news and tell everyone I'm sorry?
Oh, I wish you could, sweetie, but the law says that as a sex offender, you have to complete a rehabilitation course.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It can't be any worse than our trip to Hawaii. Okay, before you do anything else, I'm deathly allergic to pineapple, pork, rum, macadamia nuts, stupid tiny guitars, overpriced golf, where I wanted to go.
Good evening. I'm Glenn Quagmire, your instructor. Everyone look to your left. Now look to your right. All of you are sex offenders, and statistically, you will all be here again, because this has never worked in the history of doing this. Now, today, we have a new member, giggity, Chris G.
Hi, Chris.
No, come on, you're supposed to pick from the list.
Mr. Quagmire, this is terrible, and do I really have to be here?
Well, the law does give you a choice, this or chemical castration.
What's that?
You take a ton of pills that completely wipe out all sexuality.
Oh, is that what Michael Moore did?
No, but I understand why you'd think that. Now, do you want to see the list?
Well, I could take a whack at hand-distressing furniture.
Very good, Stewie. You grunt like a Hungarian lesbian.
Thanks, Dimitri. And your testicles hanging out of your shorts again.
I am cooling it. But where is this partner of yours?
I don't know. He was supposed to be here 15 minutes ago. You're right. What are you doing? We're supposed to be practicing for the tournament.
Stewie, relax. I promise we'll practice, but we just ordered bisque.
How are you paying for that?
Well, if you must know, we're putting it on Philippa's husband's account.
Does Bert know about this?
He would if he wasn't working all the time.
Thank you, Brian. Now, come on, let's have more hard liquor and creamy soups.
Ugh.
There he is, Mr. Former Sex Offender.
But, Mom, it's not that big a deal. All I did was finish those creepy classes.
I know, but now your record is clear. You can go back to being a normal boy and put all this behind you.
Hey, Chris, wait till you see the funny thing I had him put on your cake.
Oh, there you are. How was your first day out of rehab?
It was terrible. Taking that class made no difference. Nobody wants anything to do with me. Hi, Mr. Herbert.
Oh, my God. Children, run! It's that pervert! Everybody into my safety basement! Oh.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be at the baseline.
Yeah, baseline. Baseline. Right, right.
He's serving to you. Get back there. You've never played tennis, have you?
Not once.
Damn it, Brian. I entered us in that tournament because you said you could play.
We call that Chris's Trail, right there. Chris's Trail.
Mr. Quagmire, I completed that sex rehab and I paid my debt to society, but people are still afraid of me, like I'm some kind of creep. How do I get them to treat me the way they did before all this happened?
You can't. I'm sorry, Chris, but you're just gonna have to accept that from now on, people are gonna see you as a sex-crazed pervert. No, I'd rather you... That's why no, Chris. That's why no.
Chris? What the hell happened to you?
Mother, father, I decided to have myself chemically castrated.
Why the hell would you do that?
Has anyone seen my sandals?
Yeah, no. Nobody's seen your sandals.
Well, I'll just have to make another pair.
Look, Chris, I know you think chemical castration is going to solve your problems, but you have to stop taking those pills.
I don't have to do anything besides get to the wind chime store before it closes.
There can't be a whole store.
To be fair, they also have a couple of kaleidoscopes.
My word, Brian, you're really improving. We might actually win this thing.
Thanks. You know, I just pretend that tennis ball is Mitch McConnell trying to roll back subsidies on the Affordable Care Act, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, I don't need to hear your process.
Look. Chris, your mother and I want you to stop taking them pills. There's a lot of great things about having a sex drive that you're missing out on.
Like what?
Well, there's the post-orgy meals at a swingers party. Come on, let's eat with these wonderful people.
Hey, everybody. Try my wife's ambrosia. If you like my wife's sniz, you're gonna love her ambrosia.
I don't know, Lois. I just don't think Chris is gonna change his mind.
I know. It's only a matter of time before he shaves one side of his head and swoops the rest of the hair over.
Why? Is that bad?
Good early evening, everyone. I have celebratory news. With all the free time, I'm no longer devoting to onanism.
That's spanking it.
Yes, Peter. That's amazing.
All right, well, I'm gonna put some flowers in a wagon and walk around town.
You know what, Peter? Maybe there's a silver lining to this fiasco. Not thinking about sex all the time seems to have allowed Chris to excel in other areas.
He does seem sharper. Heck, the old Chris couldn't even figure out the self-checkout at the supermarket.
Ha 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 ha. I told you I could make him do it.
That's hardcore, man. You're hardcore.
All right, Ryan, we win this set. The tournament's ours.
Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Out!
What?
Your ball was long.
Are you me? That thing was in! You're gonna penalize us because you're a blind blue jacket.
Stewie, calm down.
I will drop you to your knees and shove my racket so far down your throat you'll be my grip for a week!
Warning, Mr. Griffin.
Oh, you're warning me? I'm warning you!
I thought your shot was in.
Oh, hey, pound it, dude.
So, to find the area of this circle, we're gonna need to use pi, whose digits go on forever. Can you imagine if our pi was endless? We'd all be changing our belt sizes.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. That was just my dumb, overprotective dad.
Really?
Yeah, he took my phone to look at pictures of my friends, and he found the one you sent.
I bet that caught him by surprise.
Definitely.
Well, I hope you know that's not who I am anymore.
I do. And I hope I didn't cause you too much trouble. What's happening?
I don't know. Someone get me nude art books. I need nude art books.
Oh, good, Chris. You can hang this New York Times back on. Oh, a peepee.
Well, at least she saw a little wang before taking that dirt nap.
Thanks, you guys. I guess chemical castration isn't for everyone.
Is that the lesson for this week?
I guess it's that or be kinder on the tennis court.
Where have you been?